Alright, fuck this. No noise removal. I don't give a shit. I've recorded this like 4 times now. This is annoying me, but I finally, in the last 20-minute recording, figured out what my point was, and here it is. There was a comment on my Cuphead video that said, what did it say? It said, I feel like this is how you should approach the Sonic Mania video. It would do much better. We get it, Gib, you don't like difficult games. The first part of that, I don't really agree with, just because I feel like without the incendiary title, that video may not have gone anywhere, and this Cuphead video may not go anywhere because of how reasonable it is. But that's not my point. My point is, we get it, Gib, you don't like difficult games. False. Here's my point about difficult games. I like games. I like difficult games, I like easy games. I like games that can hold my attention and that are fun. I don't care about what people think about my gaming prowess. If I stop playing a game like Cuphead, it's not because it was too difficult, it's because it wasn't interesting enough to warrant me playing it enough to get good, to go to the end of the game. So like, if a game is difficult and a game is interesting, then I will play it. Like, a Dark Souls! If a game is not interesting and it's difficult, then I won't play it. If a game is mildly interesting and it's, you know, very difficult, I won't play it. The way I look at games is, if I want to play it, you know, regardless of how difficult it is, if I enjoy the game play, the mechanics, the experience of sitting there with the controller or on the keyboard and playing the game, if I enjoy that, it doesn't matter how difficult it is, I will play it over and over and over again because I enjoy playing it, so that eventually it won't be difficult and I will be able to beat it. For a game like Cuphead, it's just not my sort of thing. I don't care. I got most of what I wanted out of it by watching other people play it, and you know, I've seen it. I've seen it, I don't need to play it, because I've played a bit of it, and it didn't feel like anything. I played the first island of bosses, and I was like, well, I've seen these guys before in other videos. Who cares? Like, I didn't enjoy it as much as I felt like I needed to enjoy it in order to continue playing. The difficulty wasn't what stopped me playing Cuphead, it was the interestingness of the game. So the difficulty didn't even come into play, but there are games where the difficulty does come into play. Where a game is just, it's sort of interesting, and I kind of want to get into it, but it's just a bit too hard, and I give up. But then there's a game that's sort of interesting, and I kind of want to get into it, but it's kind of easy. So I was like, well, may as well. You know, if I'm not doing anything, I'll go through it. If there's a game that's incredibly interesting, and the hardest game in the fucking world, I mean, it'll have to be very interesting for me to want to play it all the way through, but that's my metric. The ratio of interestingness, or entertainment value, whatever you want to call it, good shit, the ratio of good feels, good vibes, to difficulty, you know, they have to be level. Obviously, if it's, like, more interesting, then that also works. But if it's more difficult, then fuck it, I don't give a shit. And that's my video. Version 4.0 something. I finally recorded it. And that's that. Good game. Stunningly beautiful. But, not my cup of tea. Boom! Fucking aced.